First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
This 2nd and 4. Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Shifts by him. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looking to put a drive together. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On play action, Allen. Wright's got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
3rd and 3.
Third and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Allen. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind
that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal. At the
no score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Allen. And it's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
4 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 yards to go. 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7. Now Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First carry now for Justice Hill. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this down to the 23. Jackson. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A beautiful fake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
And the Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Allen. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
19 more
A good
yards.
pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and get
fighting through, and he's got space. Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 70 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taken right around the 44. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jesse Bates
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
That's good.
9 yards that time.
First down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the air, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Allen off the play fake. This to Laporta, right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. David Montgomery from 3 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's
another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
14 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the
Call
play.
it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Lions,
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and it'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Lions 21, Ravens 7.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just goes...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Jackson. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Complete to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Hot route.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
Well, one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To throw is Jackson. For a Ravens touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. You got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. That is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
17-yard line.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.